with prefab homes are becoming increasingly popular, known for their modern design, faster construction, and lower costs. But like any housing option, they come with both advantages and trade-offs. In this video, we'll explore the key pros and cons of living in a prefab home, so you can decide if it's the right fit for your lifestyle and budget. First things first. If you're not totally clear on what a prefab home is, prefab stands for prefabricated. That means the house, or big parts of it, are built off-site in a factory, then delivered and assembled on your land. They're not all tiny homes or shipping containers either. Prefabs can be anything from compact studios to massive luxury houses. Alright, now let's start with the good stuff. Faster build time. One of the biggest advantages is the speed. Since most of the construction happens in a factory, you're not waiting on weather delays, subcontractors, or slow inspections. In some cases, a prefab home can go from order to move in just a few months. That's way faster than traditional construction, which can take a year or more. Cost-effective. Prefab homes are generally more affordable than custom-built houses, especially if you go with a standard model. Why? Because factories can buy materials in bulk, waste is reduced, and the labor costs are lower since the process is streamlined. Now, you're not always saving a crazy amount, especially with high-end prefab designs, but in most cases, you get more house for your money. Energy efficiency. A lot of prefab companies are really pushing eco-friendly and energy-efficient designs. We're talking better insulation, solar-ready roofing, rainwater collection systems, the whole package. Some prefab homes are so efficient they're net zero, meaning they produce as much energy as they use. That's great for both the planet and your electric bill. Design flexibility. Don't think prefab means cookie cutter. Yes, some models are pretty standard, but many companies let you customize the layout, materials, finishes, and even room sizes. You can usually tweak the design to match your style and budget. Quality control. Building in a controlled factory environment means fewer surprises. You're not dealing with warped wood from rain, rushed drywall jobs, or random delays. Factories have strict quality checks, so things are usually done to a higher and more consistent standard. That's a big plus. While prefab homes offer many benefits, they also come with certain limitations that are important to consider before making a decision. Land plus permits equals headaches. Now for the flip side, one of the trickiest parts isn't the house, and it's the land. You still have to buy your own plot, prep it, and handle all the zoning, permits, hookups for water and electricity, septic systems, the whole 9 yards. And depending on where you live, local rules might not be prefab friendly. Some cities have outdated codes or restrict prefab builds altogether. Upfront costs can be misleading. You might see a prefab model listed at something like $150,000, but that doesn't include foundation, shipping, assembly, site work, or utilities. Once you add all that up, your cheap prefab might not be so cheap anymore. So, always ask for a turnkey price, the cost to actually move in and live there. Limited financing options. Getting a loan for a prefab home can be a pain. Some banks treat them like mobile homes. Others require the home to be permanently attached to a foundation before they'll approve a mortgage. Also, modular and prefab builds often need construction loans, which are different from regular home loans and usually come with more requirements. Resale value is tricky. This one's hit or miss. Some prefab homes age really well and resell like traditional homes, but others don't. It depends on your area, the quality of the build, and, honestly, how the public views prefab homes where you live. In some places, buyers just don't understand prefab, which can hurt resale. In others, it's a huge selling point, limited builder access. Lastly, there aren't a ton of prefab builders in every area. If you live in a rural or more remote location, you might have fewer choices, higher shipping costs, or long wait times to get your house delivered and assembled. So is a prefab home worth it? Honestly, if you're looking for a faster, potentially cheaper, and more eco-friendly way to build a home, prefab can be a fantastic option. But make sure you go in with realistic expectations and do your homework, especially around land, permits, and total costs. If you want more prefab content like this, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.